dad, I believe, now that I've analyzed, that my father sacrificed his marriage for me and Tristan. Because I think that there was times of massive contention with my mother where he was so principled and so concerned with our upbringing as men that he sacrificed his marriage with my mom for us.
He filed a divorce?
Yeah, so I'll give you a very quick example. I'll tell you a very quick story that surmises it. So they were still together when we moved to England. My father was still in America. He came over to visit. And my mom said to me a couple of days before he comes, your dad's coming, we're gonna go get a haircut. And I was must have been about 12. So went to get a haircut. We went to our normal hairdresser. Hairdresser wasn't there. Got some other hairdresser, cut my hair, whatever. And when we got back to the house, my mom's like, I don't like how she cut your hair. She cut your hair wrong. She cut your hair wrong. And I'm only 12, right? So I'm like, yeah, she cut my hair wrong. She cut my hair wrong. So when my dad came, my dad turns up. He's only there for like a couple hours. I haven't seen him in nearly 6 months. I said, oh yeah. My mom said, I hate the way they cut his hair. And my dad, and I said, yeah, they cut my hair wrong today. And my dad lost his temper. He said, what the fuck are you doing? You're raising my sons to bitches? What the fuck are you talking about haircuts? I leave you here with my boys and you're talking about, tell them to worry about their haircut? They're fucking men. Who cares about their hair? Their haircut doesn't matter. When they grow into men, no one's gonna care what their hair looks like. Their haircuts are stupid. And my mom's like, well, no, Emery, it's just, she cut it wrong, And then my dad was like, listen, I trust you with my boys and you fucking cut their hair on. So they got in some big argument. So I'd only seen my dad for 3 hours at this point, fucking 6 months. They got in a big argument. My mom kicked him out of the house. So we left the house, right? So we went to the hotel. And then the next day he called me, he goes, I can't come to that house. Your mom doesn't want me there. Come to me. And I came to him and we went to the hairdresser. And I was only 12. So this is a traumatic experience, right? I cried my eyes out. I don't know why I cried, but I was upset. He goes, come with me, boys. Why? He goes, you'll learn when you're older. You're going to understand when you're older. You're going to shave your head. And I was like, I don't want to shave my head. He goes, listen, you're 12, you're a kid. Nobody cares about your hair. Come here. Sat me down the thing, had my head shaved by the thing. When I went home, my mom went fucking crazy. This is the story she recited to his death about how crazy my dad was. His dad, Emery's crazy. He made him shave his head. He's so crazy. That is so crazy. But when I shaved my head, my dad said, listen, you're going to grow into a man and you're going to learn that there's so many things that society expects of you and there's so many things that people expect of you and there's so many things people are going to care about. And the last thing on the list is going to be your haircut. You're not going to give a solitary fuck. I'm not going to have you being raised to get your haircut matters. So people always say, oh, why am I bald, right? So I had hair until about 3-4 years ago and I was remembering this story. So after this story with my mom and father, my mom went nuts, called my dad crazy. He went back to America. So some 3 hours after 6 months because of this haircut thing. Because he was so principled, didn't give a shit. So I was sitting in a hairdresser and I was waiting the guy in front of me and he had his haircut and the guy in front of me, he goes, oh, I'm finished. And he goes, oh, excuse me, can you just a little bit here and the top, just a little bit in the top and here and here. And I'm sitting there and I'm just on my phone. I'm like, who gives a fuck? A millimeter? Bro, you're ugly anyway, G. What the fuck? No one cares. Like, and he messed around for like 10 minutes fucking with his hair. So when it was my turn and I sat down, it wasn't my normal barber. He goes, hey, how do you want your haircut? And I remember the story and I just couldn't, I was like, bro, shave it off. Like, I'm a millionaire, kickboxing world champion. Who gives a fuck about my hair? I haven't had hair since. It's like, get rid of it.
You just shave your head?
I just shave it off, yeah. Like, I could grow a full head of hair. I just shave it off.
You could?
Yeah, I could, yeah.
You just prefer to be a bald badass?
No, I did it at that day, and ever since I've just been like, oh, it's just easy. I can go anywhere. Shave it off. But that's an example of my father would destroy his relationship with my mother to try and teach me and Tristan things. And I have so many examples of that. Their biggest arguments were almost him being too principled about me and Tristan and my mother trying to be like, Emery, that's crazy. Or Emery, let him go to sleep. Emery, he doesn't want to play chess. Emery, sometimes my dad was like, no, but he is going to be this way. He has my name. So you can leave the house if you want, Eileen. He's doing this. So I think a lot of his relationship breakdown was actually because he was so principled on us, which is quite a unique perspective, I guess. So he sacrificed his marriage, I think, in many ways.
You know what's funny? You always shaved your head. For years and years and years and years, you had no hair. Now look at this beautiful head of hair.
How handsome he is.
I would prefer this.
I know you.
I would prefer this.
But this guy spends $72 to cut his hair every day.
Yeah.
For 5 years, my hair was like that until 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
So what are your thoughts on this hair?
Let's transition into you're putting the crew together.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody has running mates. Like this main guys, I use the phrase running mates where Tristan's your running mate, you're his running mate, and then you got other people. So there's levels to running mates, right? Yeah. So you got acquaintances, you got, friends, you got best friends, then you got running mates. Running mates is a handful. It's not that many.
Yeah.
And when you create that kind of an environment, there's a very mutual understanding of what the standards are to be at this level. You can go to dinner and shoot the shit and talk to anybody. Hey, and you know, hey, how you doing? Oh, great, man. What's up? How you doing? Man, great, awesome. Family good, everybody good, great. And then there's the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And you know, some people try to become too friendly too soon, and it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Let's relax a little bit, let a couple years go by, and then we'll see where this thing goes.